The start of something dangerous. All right, degenerates, strap the fuck in. This is part one of a 4-part saga documenting 16 days of absolute fucking degeneracy in Pattaya. A case study in bad decisions, alcohol tolerance, and the fine art of knowing exactly when the fuck to walk away or not. Now, I know what you're thinking. Josh, isn't this just a normal trip for you? No, this wasn't just another weekend bender. This was 2 full weeks of living completely unsupervised, pushing the limits of my stamina, my liver, and my ability to avoid regret. Why?
How we're moving.
One drunk man is more intelligent than 3 women with PhDs.
Thank you so much.
Because the wife had to go back to Udon Thani for government paperwork. And any Farang who's dealt with Thai bureaucracy knows exactly why I wasn't about to tag along. The second I show up, the price triples and the process slows down to a snail's pace. So she left. And me, I got to work on ruining my sleep schedule, drinking irresponsibly, and collecting enough stories to make your average bachelor party look like a fucking church retreat. Fair warning, this version is PG-13 and trimmed down. Why? Because YouTube already demonetized us and we're not trying to get banned next. So now, let's kick this shit off. Day 1, ice cream, pizza, and the first night's catch. The moment taxi pulled away, I felt it. That sudden weight off my shoulders, that rush of complete freedom. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Oh, he must have missed her. Nope. I mean, sure, I love my wife, but 16 days of complete and total freedom in Pattaya, I was about to live it up. So, what was my first stop? Mixed U ice cream. Yeah, I know. Josh, why aren't you already 3 beers in? But hear me out, Pattaya heat is brutal, and a cheap-ass vanilla cone is exactly the way you pre-game before alcohol. And, spoiler alert, this became a daily thing. Next up, Bronx Pizza. Because every good drinking session needs a solid food base. Bronx Pizza has big-ass New York slices, just greasy enough to make you question your life choices, but not enough to regret them. Once I was fed and sugared up, it was time to get serious. Destination, Walking Street. For those of you who've never been here, let me paint the picture. Walking Street isn't just a road. It's an ecosystem. Drunk Russians yelling at their girlfriends. European retirees holding hands with 19-year-olds. Thai promoters shoving flyers in your face, promising the #1 sexy show. This place is chaos incarnate, and I love it. Tonight's partner in crime, Brian. If you've seen A Wild Night in Pattaya, Bars, Burgers, and Bad Decisions, you already know Brian is a professional bad influence. We bar hopped for a while, grabbed a few drinks, and then I ran into a freelancer I've known for a while. Older, experienced, and good at what she does. Brian wanted to hit miss, but me? I bars home. Why? Because I actually like breathing, and every other club in Pattaya is just a fog of secondhand lung cancer. A few rounds of rum later, some catching up, and the usual business negotiations. And I took my girl home. 1,000 baht exit in the morning. But before she left, round 2. And because this is Thailand, she cut up some mango for me before heading out. That's how you know you've got a true professional. Alright, degenerates, if you're still watching, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, and if you really want to support this train wreck, check out the other links in the video description. Let's be real, YouTube hate this kind of content. So the only reason I can keep living this train wreck of a life and sharing it with you is because of you guys being extra generous, and the wife, like any woman, loves money. So, if you're enjoying the ride, help keep it going. Now, let's get into day 2. Day 2, condo viewing, love game, and soy pothole madness. I woke up feeling great, which was surprising, given how much I drank. That's the Pattaya effect. You don't wake up hungover, you just wake up knowing you're going to drink again. Met up with a buddy who was buying a condo. Did I care about the condo? No. Did I care about finding a nice quiet spot to smoke a joint while waiting? Yes. Priorities. After that, it was time for food. And if you haven't had the ribs at Hideaway Bar, you're missing out. 285 baht for a half slab of perfectly cooked, smoky, fall-off-the-bone goodness. I wanted a full slab, but I had a long night ahead. After eating, I ended up at Love Game, a chill bar with a good vibe. That's where I met her. She was young, tight, tatted up. Some of her ink was quality. Some looked like a prison tattoo kit was involved, but she had a fun attitude. Bar fine, extra bath lady drinks, 150 baht each. Sang some for me, 100 baht each. We hit it off, had a few drinks, and decided to grab some late night food before heading back to the room. And somewhere in the middle of it all, I somehow ended up with the donut. Yes, an actual donut. I don't know why or how. But drunk me insisted on eating it, and it became a core memory. We eventually stumbled back to my room, had a good night, and by the time she left the next afternoon, I was already planning my next move. Day 3, the soy 6 fail, and the long time win. Day 3 started off nice and easy. I wasn't rushing to do anything crazy during the day. Pacing myself was the key. This was a 16-day trip, not a weekend bender. The plan for the evening? Soy 6. Now, if you know soy 6, you already know. If you don't, let me explain. This isn't the kind of place where you grab a quiet drink and talk about your future plans. This is a goddamn fast food drive-thru for adult entertainment. Most bars here, tiny, dimly lit, and packed with ladies sitting outside, waiting to reel you in. You can't walk 2 feet without someone grabbing your arm, flashing a too friendly smile, and making an offer. And of course, the classic soy 6 move, as soon as you make eye contact, the girl is already dragging you toward the bar like you've just signed an invisible contract. So, with all that in mind, I met up with Brian, the Canadian, for a little window shopping. Brian, he's a man of action. Me, I was in no rush. We hit a few bars, had some drinks, got aggressively pulled inside at least 3 places, but honestly, nothing really grabbed my attention. And here's the thing, I was thinking long term. Some guys go hard immediately, throwing cash around on day 3 like they just won the lottery, then by day 10, they're broke and miserable. Not me. I was playing the long game. Tonight wasn't the night to drop cash on soy 6. So, we finished our drinks, dodged one last aggressive bar grab, and made our way to Walking Street. And you already know what comes next. Bar. Tonight, I was linking up with Aaron. Aaron's a solid dude. He's got his own channel, does his own thing, and knows how to have a good time. Link in the description. Check him out. We got into Bar, grabbed a bottle of Sangsum, and got to work. And by work, I mean scouting the scene. See, in places like Bar, you don't chase. You get a drink, find a good spot to post up, and just wait. Because if you're patient, the right girl finds you. And that's when I spotted Bo. Now, Bo was a whole different vibe. Short, tatted up, thick in all the right places. And most importantly, confident. She wasn't one of those overeager types, bouncing from table to table trying to land a customer. No, she was chilling, drinking, scanning the room, waiting for the right move. So, I made eye contact, lifted my glass, and gave her the universal cheers nod. And just like that, she was interested. A little bit of flirty banter, a few rounds of drinks, and some back and forth teasing. Later, I knew this was the move. So, I got straight to the point. What's your price for long time? Now, some dudes overcomplicate this part. They dance around it, try to be cute, act like it's some big secret. Nah, just ask. She smirked, leaned in close, and hit me with 2,000 baht. Fair price, no negotiation needed, and I could already tell she was going to be worth it. So we finished our drinks, walked out, and headed back to my room. Back at the room, we chilled, smoked a little pot, and just vibed. And here's what made Bo stand out. She actually spoke solid English, like full conversations. None of that, where are you from, how long you stay, surface level stuff. She had stories. She talked about growing up in Ubon, moving to Bangkok for work, and eventually making her way to Pattaya. She told me about crazy tourist encounters, getting scammed by a fake agent, promising her a modeling gig, and her side hustle, selling clothes online. And honestly, it was fun just hanging out. Of course, we still handled business, and then some, but what really surprised me, she stayed until almost 5 p.m. the next day. Most girls dip out early in the morning. She was in no rush. We ordered food, smoked a little more, chilled, and just had an easy, laid-back day. So now I'm thinking, should I bring her on camera to tell some of these wild stories herself? Drop a comment if you think Bo should make an appearance. And that, my degenerates, was just the warm-up. If you think this shit was wild, buckle the fuck up, because I was only getting started. More nights, more bad decisions, and more moments where I woke up thinking, yeah, that probably wasn't smart. So, If you're enjoying the ride, hit that subscribe button, slap the like, and drop a comment. Tell me what part of this night made you laugh, shake your head, or reconsider your life choices. And if you really want to keep this madness going, support the channel by hitting up the links in the description. Every drink, every story, every reckless night, this shit doesn't fund itself. Alright, degenerates, stay reckless, stay unapologetic, and stay tuned for more adventures in the land of smiles. Cheers, you degenerates.
This city, this whole country, is a strip club. You got people tossing the money and people doing the dance.